I've been working on art since I was very young. I would always just mess around with drawings, paintings, and colorings. But when I started getting really serious about it was around 7th or 8th grade when I just felt a desire to actually start working on art projects that I would really want to achieve. I decided to create this YouTube channel called ClayCraftNation. And from there, I just decided to make different videos about different stuff. At first, it was just random videos of entertainment, but eventually I realized that I could do something more with it. I enjoy the process of it. As some quotes say, it's about the journey, not the destination. One of the first projects that I remember working on was working on my first clay sculptures. That's when I wanted to become very serious with clay sculpting and drawing, painting, anything of that sort. It just brought life into me, knowing that I could create something out of my own hands. I usually work on art every single day. Whenever I have the chance, I sketch, I draw, I paint. But during the weekends is whenever I just try to achieve anything major, like creating big clay sculptures. Even though I've been able to improve throughout the years, it still takes a while to create them, especially since I'm trying to work on more detail as every clay sculpture I make improves. So it could take within 10 to 48 hours of work, just depending on the clay sculpture that I make. One of the biggest clay sculptures that I've made so far is a Spider-Man clay sculpture. That one, it ranges around, I think, 8 to 9 inches tall to 7 inches wide. Eventually, once I finished the clay sculpture, it blew my eyes to see what I can actually do. From there, I started to work on other clay sculptures the same size. One of them being by far the best clay sculpture that I've ever made, which is KT Dash, one of my original clay sculptures, which has a TV head and a regular suit. Every single piece that I made, I just wanted to emphasize details and certain joints and wrinkles in every single piece of clothing that it had. And as I was working on the clay sculpture, I just kept on thinking what else I could do in the future to improve on other clay sculptures that I make. I wanted to do more than that, so I started painting it. And when I did, I am so glad that I did, because I was able to bring my clay sculpture to life even more when I started adding those colors. After I finished them, I take a moment to recognize the work that I was able to put into it. But then after that, I would put it in any kind of display that I can to show people what I have made. Whenever I make clay sculptures, the first thing that I think about is thanking God for even giving me these hands to actually create something so unimaginable that somebody would fall in awe of it, just because of how amazing it is.